Hi guys, afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. Hope we're all good. I'm back. Sorry about yesterday. Last night I had an issue, as Andy told you all, with my lad. Luckily he's fine, badly bruised, nothing else. But I tell you what, that's 4 or 5 hours of my life I'm never getting back. I'll tell you that right now. Right, so there's a few in. Let's get on with the hellos. Today, loads of news. We're going to touch upon a lot of things. Juventus at it again. Pep Guardiola on Real Madrid. Ticket row allocation. City not very happy with the FA. City linked with a couple of players. One tricky winger. One a top class centre back who, if we get him, makes me a very happy bunny. And a few other bits and bobs. But first of all, let's get into your hellos. So, Andy's on. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all well. Well, yeah, we're all well. Where is everyone? Becky Donovan. Well, we're all on now. Waiting for Martin. I like to keep you waiting, you know that. You know what I'm like, Ryan. Come on now. Not started yet. No, we haven't. Sorry, first time on a live show. More than welcome. Hope it's not your last time, Becca. Me putting 2 minutes because I was just messaging. Minyu Wong, hi Martin. Hope it's not your last ever vlog. Yeah. Why have you got that impression that's my last ever vlog? Minyu Wong, where's that come from? I'd love to know where you've got that impression from, because I've not given anyone the impression it's my last ever vlog. So yeah, it'd be good to know, Minyu Wong, why you think that, because it's news to me, it's news to Andy, it's news to Kiam, it's news to everyone. FA, the rearrangement match only gives us 2 days before the Leicester and then Madrid 3 days later. I think we can beat West Ham and then try to beat Leicester with our second team, which we can. I wouldn't go to Leicester with our second team, FA. Definitely not. Definitely not. Why his last ever vlog, Minyu Wong, exactly. Says, Kiam, happy Tuesday, Blue Boys and girls. Hey, you're up. Oh, no, I'm staying up early. Spaghettis. Oh, yeah, up early. Mid-morning for you, isn't it, pal? Aussie's on. Good evening, Martin. Up your good. Section's on. Happy Tuesday, the tribute act. Alexander's on. Hello, Martin. Up you're well. I'm good, buddy. Up you're good too. Glad your lad is okay, mate. Thank you, Kiam. Hope all is well, Martin, says D. Stewart. Yes, you never know, Kiam. I'm really perplexed to why you think it's my last ever vlog. If it's rumours, don't believe rumours. Some people are after a little bit of clickbait and a little bit of gossip, clicks, views, that sort of thing. We don't do that sort of thing. Don't do that other garbage. It's news to me. Come on, are you transferring? No. Yeah, because somebody keeps giving it a bit of that when I've already warned him to stop. Somebody's after views. If buts and maybes, I'll get excited about signing when they sign. Yeah, glad your lad is okay. He's here. I am. Andy is selling you to AFTV Martin a swap deal for Ty. I don't know who get the better end of the deal with that. It's news to me. Come on, you transfer into another channel. Apparently so. I don't know what channel I'm going to. I'm starting my own channel. Did you not heard? Yeah. Bully TV. You know, usual like. I might do it to get myself some views because I need it, you know. Play kids against Leicester, second in the bag and the league is done. Says play kids. You know, you're being very disrespectful to Leicester here, guys. Leonard's on. Evening all. How are you doing, Leonard? FA, Kiam, MCFC. What does the blue on your name mean? I think it's just part of his name. Sorry to hear about your son. Hope he's better now. Yep, he's fine. Badly bruised. Cost me McDonald's, the old kickaboodle. AFTV couldn't afford him. Yeah, with my wages, yeah. I've got a massive signing on fee, so sorry, guys. You'll have to put up with me for a bit longer. Well, maybe not, don't worry. Moderator FA, hope you lot are okay. Oh, the blue, yeah, moderator. I thought you meant, yeah, the blue. He's a moderator. Kiam's part of Man City Fan TV, you see, FA. That's why. He's part of it. Who do you think does all the FIFA knows and the FIFA streams and everything else and does all the behind the scenes work? Kiam. As well as Andy, as well as me. But Kiam is part of, what are we? There's 3 amigos? I don't know. What do I call us? 3 stooges, probably more like. Hope you lot are okay. Hi Martin and guys, hope you're well. We are, Bernard. Kiam, do you get paid for being a monitor on YouTube? Do I? Do we get paid? I don't know. Not in my bank balance yet, I tell you. Get paid, Jack. Because we don't do it for money. We don't do it for fame. We do it for you guys. That's it. For the fans, by the fans. Can we always remember that, please? Again, stop listening to rumours and gossip and people after views, please. Evening Blues, hope everyone is good. Are forgetting that Leicester beat us? Exactly, thank you, Lankout. Can we stop talking like Leicester are going to roll up? We're going to roll up at the King Power Stadium, roll out the reserves of the kids and just take 3 points. Not that easy. It was a few weeks ago they were above us. So, yeah. £1,000 per week for being a mod. Let's work out how much you owe me then. Ryan, do you mean play the second team? What's disrespectful about it if we tire out and get smashed by Madrid, the season is finished already? Because you can't go to another team and just stick the kids out, Ryan. For a start off, I think there's an FA law with that now, or has been. I remember, was it Mick McCarthy at Wolves a long time ago? I think they got fined for sticking out a reserve team. You're not allowed to do it anymore. Play the kids and a few other players like Bravo. No chance, Ryan. Come on, be sensible. Bernard, what do you think of the Oscars and Parasite smashing it? So Scott Williams, there you go. Bernard Jamantonel, he does all the film reviews. Who's going to Sheffield Wednesday in the Cup? I'm not Mingyu Wong because it's a night game. And I've had to pick and choose my games lately. I'm going to Leicester away. I'm also going to Wembley. Wembley's going to be a long, long day. So that's going to be a nearly 24-hour day, that Wembley. Are you spreading rumours? What's all that about? Says Becky. No, just ignore it. Not getting into it. We do what we do. If they get paid, they deserve it. It's not our business after all. Stop, guys. We don't get paid. Can we stop this now? We get nothing. Promise you. We do it for the love of it. I earned 7,000 last week moderating. Do you need to have a chat with me, you two, when we come off here? Hey? You need to work harder than Kiam. I appreciate the content. Thank you, Leonard. Got to go. I've got another moderating job that pays a bit more. Don't start, because it'll only come back with rumours. I took 2 teeth out today. Oh, you took 2 teeth out, or you've had two teeth took out, Sanjay. Thanks, Leonard. Liverpool do it, and fines for the FA a loose change. Good film, Parasite. Not much opposition, though, to be honest. That's it. You're sacked, Kiam. This isn't a paid channel, everyone. Thank you, Mingyu Wong. Just confirm that for everyone. Right, let's get into some of the news before we just, travel onto a road we don't really want to be going down here. What should we start with? I tell you what, let's go down this road because I want to do. Let's talk about Man City women's team. As you know, let me just get it up. Now, Nick Cushions is obviously going to New York City to be assistant manager over there as part of the City Group, the CFG, sorry. So, at the moment, the interim Manchester City women's manager, Alan Mann, has said he is not contemplating taking the job on a permanent basis. This was on Sky Sports News. He's done an interview with them today, I think it was. A 41-year-old who was replaced, obviously, New York City bound Nick Cushions, as I've just said, says he does have ambitions to become a manager, but he says providing a sense of continuity is his main priority as City prepare to host Bristol City on Wednesday evening, looking to extend their lead at the top of the Women's Super League table. These are exact quotes from Alan himself. I've not looked at it, and again, I'm trying to be clever, said Mann. When asked if he thinks the interim stint in charge could put him in a frame for the job permanently, I just looked at it as doing the job and getting the team to a period until whenever. I've actually not put any time into it for myself. Maybe down the line we'll look at it, but as it stands right now, it's purely about the team and what they actually need. We're on top of the league, and if you start trying to be too clever, things can change. We're in a good place at the moment, so it's ultimately about just continuing what we've done. Now, it does continue. I've shadowed Nick Cushings, obviously, for the last 5 years, so working with Nick has been brilliant for me as a learning curve. I don't want to change too many things. So he's confirmed he will lead the team for as long as he's asked to, and believes this season is the most competitive in the history of the WSL, with just 3 points separating the top 3. Crunch games are coming up against Chelsea at the end of February and against rivals Manchester United next month are perhaps the standout fixtures, and he does admit there is a little margin for error. So, there we go. That is just a little tidbit there on Alan Mann, who does not want, at the moment, they are thinking about the permanent manager's job for the City ladies team, who are doing an absolutely wonderful job right now at the top of the league, smashing it. Hope they bring that trophy home for the Blues. Let's get back into some of your comments. I'll just bring myself back. You unfortunate devils, got to look at my ugly mush. Is the subtitle Scott? Many don't like watching films. I'll be honest with you, Bernard, I'm not someone who likes that. I think that's because I don't have the patience for it, if I'm going to be honest. I don't want to watch a film, try and take on what the film's going on about, and read the subtitles at the same time. That's just multitasking. And as you ask most women, men don't multitask. Have you speak to my missus? 15-14, let's go rugby, says Monkey. Lancow456, can I take your job, Kiam? Think I'm a bit better at FIFA. Ooh, the challenges are laid down there, Kiam. Section thinks it's funny. I love foreign films, says Becky Donovan. Not my cup of tea, going to be honest. I do, Becky, but you have to concentrate more if you're reading the subs. Thank you, Bernard. That's exactly what I've just said. And I ain't multitasking. American films are foreign too, says Section. Come on now. Doopy says, hi, Ming Yuang. Are they? Do you need to apply for a role on this channel? I'm really lost now. Kiam's not really been sacked, guys. Please remember that. But if you've got any ideas and you want to bring them over to Man City on TV, obviously email the channel, mcfcfantv at gmail.com. Get in touch with Andy, and I'm sure he'll listen to any ideas that you've got. We've always welcomed ideas. It's your channel at the end of the day, not ours. Interesting, Bernard, subtitles don't bother me. Surprise, 1917 bombed, apart from Roger getting cinematography gong, which was well deserved. Back to City, have a good evening. Thank you. Becky Donovan sometimes gets you more involved in a film, I find. Bernard, are you a film buff? Always Bernard a film buff. Certainly is, Becca. English films have subtitles, says True Section. Yes, Becky, do vlogs on movies. Is this a film vlog? Yeah, can we get back to City, guys? Just random, conversation here. Section, I remember watching Train, Spotting. What, we're still going on about this. Come on. Sorry, never even heard of the film till the other day. I hadn't really, Ryan. Leonard Martin, if City have a fully fit squad, hopefully against Real Madrid, what are the chances of progressing and why? Thank you, your view. I think we'll smash them. I've said this, I think we'll win away. I think we'll win at home. I think we'll get through comfortably. I think we'll win 2-1 away, 3-1 at home. I think we'll go through 5-2 in aggregate. You've heard it here first. I might have egg all over my face by the end of it. Come the end of March, I might look a right numpty, but hey, what more can I say? That's just my view. I can turn into one. Bet Steph Harton would make a good manager. Yeah, but she's got plenty to play for yet, says still Paul. We had a fully fit squad. We should wipe the floor in Madrid. I agree, Ryan. We should have wiped the floor all season. Ain't happened to Section. So probably one of the last things we've got to play for now. So we've got to look at it as Real Madrid as our season starts now. The league's gone. Bubblegum Bernardo Silva's admitted that the league went in January. Now we go all out for the cups. We're in one final. We got the FA Cup. We now have to go for Europe. We have to win that trophy at some point. Just be interesting to see whether we're classed as the best team in Europe if we win it, though, by everybody. That'd be interesting to know. Ryan, we should play 5 at the back against Real Madrid. No, not in my opinion, FA. You go at them. Leonard, hope so, Ryan. I'm just worried if players carry that mental block. Well, If they do, they do, Leonard. We'll have to get them through it. That's one night the fans are really going to have to be up for it. Should beat Madrid anyway. They're so average. They're an up and down team at the moment. They're very much like us at the moment, Ryan. Andy says, some foreign films are superb. Love Cillian de Bergerac with Gerard. I'm not even going to pronounce his name because you've done that on purpose. So are we, Ryan. Ryan, there are not easy to beat. Cruz and Modric are done. Valverde is carrying their team. Madrid are top of La Liga. Don't underestimate them. Jack Lee, yes, very good point. Love a bit of Gerard. Guys, come on. Man in the Iron Mask. Wasn't that Leonardo DiCaprio? Or am I going back? Am I thinking of the modern one? Right, I'm just reading about it. It's turned into a film vlog now, guys. Just because top doesn't mean they're actually been good. Seems like 80 films are referring to that. They're very average in reality. Beating Real Madrid, would that give the players confidence to go all the way? Certainly, Leonard. Definitely would. Beat one of Europe's elite. Of course it would. Cyrano was excellent. I watched that film a few years ago. Isn't that 20 years old? I have no idea because I've never watched it. They lost to Real Sociedad in Spanish Copa del Rey. We lost to Norwich though as well. Please remember that. Laporte, Otamendi, Walker. Hang on. FA saying his 11 against Madrid would be Edison, Laporte, Otamendi, Walker, Rodri, Fernandinho, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus, and Sergio Aguero. I'd change it a little bit for me. I'd have, yeah, possibly have Sterling in. My opinion, though. Sorry, back to football. When is the City West Ham game being played? Right, and what we're going to do is, let me have a look. We're going to get into that in a moment, Becky, when I get through these comments and we start talking about films and get back to football. Mingyu Wong, 18 February, 19th, Becky. I'm going to get into all this. How would you park the bus against Madrid? They're just asking to get smashed. Get them and they'll crumble. Exactly, they're weak 30 years ago. Wow. It's the Copa del Rey through Mingyu Wong. Becky, check out the Three Colours Trilogy. Becky, rumours are next Wednesday. They ain't rumours anymore, Leonard. Yes, Leonard is correct, Martin. Martin, if you had to be a coach at any club except from City, which one? Barcelona. I'm going to put it out there. What date is it? I'm going to go into that in a minute, Becky. Make your minds up, chaps. What do you think about playing West Ham, Leicester and Real Madrid in the space of 7 days? I think it's the only way they could have done it. We were going to end up with a fixture pile up at any time. Yemeni. We were going to end up with it, so we had to do it. So that's the 3-2-1-2-2. Says FA, make your mind up, chaps. Otamendi would have been a good battle against Benzema. 18th on the Wednesday. I've checked my calendar. Right, so you're all asking. Let's get into it. The City versus West Ham game. Andy's vlog last night, which I've watched, he was talking about it coming back at the end of the season. And that City were not going to play it this upcoming weekend. They want, because all the players have now jetted off on their winter break. So we have no longer got the nearly 2 weeks off that we were promised. The game is now next Wednesday, the 19th of February at 7:30 kickoff. So City versus West Ham, the postponed game from Sunday, is now going to be a week tomorrow, the 19th of February, Wednesday, 7:30 kickoff, live from the Etihad. It is also going to be on Sky Sports. Unlike Sky to miss out, innit? Well, there you go. So, the game is now next Wednesday on Sky. It is going to clash, which is very unusual, with the Champions League as well, which is unusual, but hey, Sky ain't going to miss out on a payday. We can play anyone, anytime. We are City, exactly, Becky. Bernard, yeah, 19th is the Wednesday. It's not, it's the 19th, Leonard. Wednesday the 19th. Oh, sorry, it's the 19th, yes. Why would they turn down this weekend for the game? Because they've all gone away on holiday, Ryan. That's why, mate. Cal's on. Hello, Cal. Cal, I am sending you your prize tomorrow. So please make sure somebody's in time for it. That'd be great, Cal. Just trying to F us over. I'm back. West Ham United is 19th, not the 18th. I've just confirmed that. Section for a break, which the team is needing because of the winter break, Ryan. Fixture congestion will be dealt with. what we should have made it this week. They're all away, Doopy. They're all away on holiday, so unless you're going to get them back off holiday, wasn't going to happen. You're kidding me. I've got an exam that evening. Sorry, Kiam. Hate this fixture congestion. It's all fixed to make sure City don't win nothing. I'll be there. Who's going and where do you sit? I sit in Colin Bell level 1. Have done for since, well, not since we moved in. I was over at the East Stand, I think it is. I can't remember where. The other side that used to be the Kipax. But I've sat in Platt Lane, Main Stand, Kipax, all over Main Road. I've had a season ticket for a long, long time, nearly 30 years. And I go to most home and away games as well. Well, go to all the home games, go to most away games. How often should Guardiola rotate? I think he needs to stop the rotating. There was a stat I saw the other week. We've now got the highest rotation going in the league this season, so that needs to stop. And apparently the players have also expressed that point in the dressing room after the Tottenham game, reportedly. Less than he does. Hope the players won't be playing like on holidays. No, clearly. Daniel Martin, what day should I expect to receive it? I'll send it tomorrow, first class recorded, so probably Thursday or Friday, mate. So yeah, you'll get it. Guardiola's rotated ever since he arrived. He'll always done it. Why change? I think there's rotation, Andy, and then there's rotation. This is the highest ever he's rotated. Fair play, it's down to injury a little bit, but he's doing it a lot more. Shocking play the kids as Liverpool did in the Cup, make a stand, FA bent. Going to get into City's opinion on the FA in a moment. Top 4 ain't given. Martin, what is your 11 predicted against West Ham? I'll tell you nearer the time when I see the injury and see Pep's press conference probably next Tuesday now. I will let you know, though, P next week. I wonder why Klopp complains every week, because he can do. Didn't moan last season or the season before. And yeah, I agree with you. We didn't. And he's always rotated. He never tends to have a settled squad. But he has rotated way a lot more than he normally has done this year. Way too much rotation, fam. If we sign Van Dijk with Laporte signed, probably not FA. We still need to fight in all games we play. We still need to secure the top 4, and we are still in every cup competition. Says Lanko, good point. Spot Man City went to be nobody could play the last 2 seasons. Get behind Pep. City's midfield is tons better than Liverpool, says FA. Andy, I've given you a thought or two that Pep changes a lot prior to Champions League. Maybe he's looking for freshness and open to go all the way in Champions League. Well, I think we've got 2 now. League's done with, so we have 2 now, Leonard. It's not just rotation, but playing players out of form like Sterling, says Jet Lee. Good point on that. Was my first match at the weekend, and will use know what happened. What do you mean, Citizens FC? Yeah, I'm a bit stuck on that one. Right. Let's get on to this fella, which I'm so happy about. City are going to battle with Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur for a defender who I am so over the moon about here. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias. Liverpool are going to do battle with City once again this summer as the Premier League rivals look to bolster their defensive options with the addition of Benfica star Ruben Dias. Obviously, now they've said that Liverpool have the upper hand, obviously having a 22-point gap over us and going to be crowned Premier League champions. But apparently we are going to go head-to-head for the highly rated 22-year-old Portuguese defender Ruben Dias. It's been in a few articles this today, including the Express. Now, apparently, he's part of Jose Mourinho's summer plans. Apparently, the Express is saying they've got an exclusive on and know the list already. I'd be surprised about that. And apparently, Tottenham have even got £120 million to spend in the summer. They'll spend probably most of that on Ruben Dias. However, the report also says that both Liverpool and City are keen on the centre-half, who has made 16 appearances for Portugal. He was a target for a raft of clubs last summer, including ourselves and Liverpool, as well as Manchester United, but signed a new deal with Benfica in November, which does contain a buyout clause thought to be in the excess of £80 million. That could prove to be a stumbling block for Spurs, especially if they've only got 120 available, but would be a little consequence to Liverpool, who spent a world record fee on Virgil van Dijk and ourselves. So, Would Ruben Dias be the man for you? Would you get Ruben Dias? Would you get Skriniar? Would you get the pair of them? Don't know. Let us know. Let's have a look. See what you guys think. Oh, I'll see what Ryan thinks already. Let's get back into your comments. He's made 79 changes, the most of any other team. Yes, Mingyu Wong agree. Says Leonard to Ander on his going for the Champions League. Back five was settled, been all over the place this season. Geez, Mingyu Wong, perhaps just give Braff a run out. Why? Why are we throwing out Jaden Braff? Because he's done it in the youth team. Now, I've heard other City fans say this, that Jaden Braff, give him a go. What, are you playing Jaden Braff against Real Madrid? What are we doing here? Phil Foden doesn't even get full game time, and he's way ahead of Jaden Braff. We can't just, because the kid scores a great, and don't get me wrong, he's pulling up trees in the young team, and he's scoring a great goal the other week. Doesn't mean he's going to walk straight into the City first team in the Premier League and start doing the same. You have to do it slowly with these kids. You can't just throw them in the deep end. You know, people need to remember this. And that's just my opinion. You know, I'm not saying Jaden Braff is an absolute amazing player, great prospect, but far, far too soon to come into the first team. You know, we haven't got Howard Bellis into the team yet, and he's ahead of Braff. So come on, guys. Barcelona knocked out Liverpool. Klopp would have been sacked by now. Martin, do you prefer Sane or Sterling? I like Sane as a player. I don't like his attitude. That's my problem. But I do prefer Sterling. FA, no, he wouldn't. So what Ming Wong set in more competition in the Premier League as it stands? Diaz again says yawn, says Ryan. I can only report what's out there, Ryan. So what can I do? You know. How good is this Diaz? Never watched him. Very good defender. Very, very good defender. Sorry, let me just bring myself back. Told you, unfortunately. Diaz is going to Lyon. A French newspaper owner, Lyon said the deal is close. Load of rubbish. Why would he go to Lyon when he's got all the top Premier League clubs after him? What? What for? Come on, Ryan. Cal, I mean, come on. Don't believe everything you read, Cal. Diaz Martin is heaven lightweight for the Premier League, in my opinion. So you think he's a little lightweight for the Premier League? Ball playing defender though, straight into Pep's, right up Pep's avenue. Sane is more clinical, but he's better at crossing. Is he even that good? This Diaz bloke, I think he is. Ming Wong. I thought he looked really good for Portugal. Diaz has good leadership like company, according to Football Manager. Becky Donovan, Diaz looks solid. I think this is a player MCFC will seriously look to buy in the summer. Won't cost a load either. I think you're looking at north of £80 million though, Becky, which City haven't ever done before. So I don't think it's like easy money for City, because City don't spend the big money. Ming Wong, yeah, but it's too inconsistent, according to Football Manager. The pair would be great. Well, all I know is City never need two top defenders besides Laporte. They do. Braff, yeah. Sell Otamendi, what foot is prominent for Diaz to be his right? Definitely. I don't actually know which foot he is. I thought he was left-footed, but maybe I'm wrong. I am. FA says he's right-footed, so I am. He's sloppy. Jardel is better, but older and more experienced. Couldn't even tell where Braff plays. He's a good player, but to bring him straight into the first team, no. How old is he? 18. I like Braff, but isn't ready for the first team. Exactly. Next season, the League Cup is when Braff should get game time. Exactly. Put them in the League Cup first in the first few rounds. Foden's not even getting full game time yet. Becky says, I would sell Stones before getting rid of the General. Why so many haters? I'd keep Otamendi over Stones personally, but because again, nothing against Stones, but he's not improved in the 4 and a bit years he's been with us. Still the same player. That was at Everton. Braff against West Ham, no brainer. Put him up against Zaba, keeps his onside rather than a Sancho scenario. Right, okay then, Scott. So when's Foden getting a game time? So you're going to throw in young Braff straight into a Premier League game and say it goes belly up. What then? That's my question back to you. Aki will be a good option as a backup for Laporte as he's left-footed. Aki will not come as a backup. Aki will, if he's going anywhere, it'll be as a first team defender. He isn't going to play backup anywhere. So I agree, he's good on the ball and he's strong, but he will not play backup, FA. Skriniar would be better, I'd like to serve him. Aki's terrible. Look how many goals he concedes. From watching the Portugal game, he's good. Reckon City will pay 70 million for Diaz. Well, apparently, Leonard, we've got to go north of 80 million. Braffy's decent, still got a lot to learn. If Foden struggles to get regular games over 2 years, exactly, Under. Aki would be first City fourth choice centre-back. Exactly, and he wouldn't come for that. Aki would be third choice above Garcia. I think Garcia would be above Aki. 90% of international games means nothing. DP Portugal was scoring 7 against teams with no winning any top of the leagues. Come on, though. You've got to take a chance on some point, Ryan. You can't just poo-poo everybody, mate. Aki isn't even born with best defender, so why would he get a City? Means nothing. Swap Otamendi for Diaz, just a random thought. FA, Laporte, Stones and Otamendi are better than Aki. Pep. Foden will play against West Ham, be a bit of a mentor to the kid. Pep will be thinking about Champions League. Foden needs more game time. Aki is class and Van Dijk and would help him. So, there we go then. So, Van Dijk says Aki is class, so what more can I say? Skriniar and Laporte would be taster. That would be really taster. You're all in Skriniar and Diaz. You only watch Diaz for Portugal, Skriniar in the Champions League. I've seen Diaz for Benfica, actually, Cal. I only say Aki as he's homegrown. North of 8 million for Diaz, you're pulling our right leg. No, I'm not. He signed a new contract in November, Ryan. So he's got a buyout clause. City should start bidding at 60 and meet somewhere in the middle. That would be us getting robbed. I think he's a very good player and better than he's up there with Laporte for me. Right, let's get into this. There was a little bit of a row going on at the moment. Manchester United are not happy bunnies. Let me get it up. With the ticket allocation that we gave them for the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg at the Etihad, they're not very happy bunnies. Yeah, apparently they have criticised us by claiming they constantly reduced the allocation by their travelling supporters. There was outrage from fans of both clubs when the decision was made to cut allocation for away fans for both legs of the League Cup semi-final to around 3,000 fans instead of the 7,200 City should have been given and the 5,500 United were entitled to. At the time, both clubs said the decision stick with the normal Premier League allocation instead of the 10% stipulated in League Cup rules was a mutual agreement reached due to safety concerns. However, a Manchester United fans forum meeting last month, the club detailed their specific reasons behind their decision and claimed it was due to being unfairly treated by City in the past with regards to the number of tickets they are given for the games at the Etihad. A spokesman for the meeting said, we are unfairly, in our opinion, the only team in the Premier League categorised by Manchester City as a high risk of disorder. I wonder why. Resulting in increased segregation. It's a Manchester derby. Are they stupid? The segregation is, in our opinion, incorrectly taken away from the away team allocation. The club cited the last cup game against played at the Etihad in 11-12 when United were given 1,500 tickets less than they were entitled to. As they predicted this would be the case again, the decision was made to come to an agreement between the two sides. In addition to the safety considerations, we wanted to be proactive and ensure parity between the anticipated reduced allocation at the Etihad and what we would be obliged to give at Old Trafford, and agreed the cap was a way of doing this, the spokesman said. United's stance over the reduced allocation has come as a surprise to City, who believed the decision had been reached over safety grounds. A City spokesman told the MEM the position is contrary to the case put to us by United before Christmas, which was reduced the allocation at Old Trafford on the grounds of safety, and which meant that commensurate action had to be taken for the fixture at the Etihad. At the same fans meeting, it was also confirmed United requested permission to install rail seating at a small section of the ground. So, United, not happy bunnies at the ticket allocation that they were given at the Etihad. Boo-hoo. Who gives a damn? You reap what you sow. Get on with it. Let me get back into your comments. I'm trying to get where I'm back up to. There's so many comments on. That would be us getting robbed. My ex My ex-dad is a Benfica fan and said he's Benfica's third best centre-back. I rate him though, Carl, and it's all opinion, mate. Ake isn't really good. FA, you also think we should get Mcfc? No, too injury prone. We should get a centre-back better than Laporte. Not many of them out there. Skriniar's probably up there, and Diaz, in my opinion. We need to spend for a centre-back. We need a couple of centre-backs, really, because Stones probably might go, because he's not even sitting down talking about a contract at the moment, and he's out. He's into his last year next year. And I think Otamendi will go, because he'll want first-team football. Hell no, we don't want Mcfc, says Mingyu Wong. Anyone better than Laporte would be silly money, and Van Dijk wouldn't go. Vincent Kompany, I wish we could clone him, FA. Anyone with two working legs on Laporte and a centre-back is good for me. Laporte makes the other centre-back more confident, therefore they have a better game. Good point, Lankow, because Otamendi looks 20 times better when he had Laporte next to him. But look, Otamendi's better than John Stones, in my opinion. FA, someone said that yesterday. Mingyu Wong, Mtiti's bad. Mtiti's shocking, can't pass and injury prone. Ryan's put Mtiti as a joke, and you've all jumped on the bandwagon here. Cheers, Ryan. Mtiti is shocking, can't pass and injury prone. Oh, big jump again. Wouldn't touch until with the barge pole. Laporte was bad that night in the Champions League against Spurs. City surely need another top-class defender. No, Scott, no chance from Mtiti. Ryan says, got Quentin for 40-50 million, approve him and then bring him in over the season for Nico. He was still a good defender, especially with Laporte. I agree, Ryan. Do you two just agree with each other all the time? I feel for Stones. Stones will prove us all wrong when he plays alongside Laporte. That's my prediction. I hope he does, FA. Actually, Laporte is third best in the world. Marquinhos is better. Disagree with that, Cal. Stones cares about fashion more than football. Leipzig would be happy to let him go as well. They have Orban, Upamecano and Mukele. I've heard of obviously one of them. Not heard of the other two. I'm sitting on the sick deck. 22 points is some gap, isn't it? It is. Definitely some gap, and we have to rectify that next year. FA has played with Laporte and been awful. Martin of City signed 2 centre-backs. What would happen to Stones and Otamendi? I just said I think Stones won't get a new contract, and I think Otamendi will leave. FA is going for Upamecano. Sell Stones to Arsenal for 40 million. Well, if we can get 40-odd million back, I'd sell him. I would take a chance on Upamecano before Arteta gets him. FA, you only saw that because he's good on FIFA. He's bad in real life, just a French Stones. Upamecano is also 20-30 more than Quentin, not much better. Who should City sign for when Sergio leaves? I'd say Mbappe, but I'm starting to think this Haaland's the real deal, you know. But I ain't talking about Haaland. We keep talking about Haaland all day, don't we? Every day. Arsenal wouldn't pay 40 million plus for a defender. They'll have to, Cal. Now, Cal, he's based Diaz on Football Manager before. Mark is in mad, says Jay Fresh. Buy Mustafi in the summer will be get lost by Mustafi. Ryan Corey at Becky Island is something about, so him, possibly. Marquinhos is better passer and better defender than Laporte. Go away, Carl. Absolute garbage, mate. Are you basing that on FIFA or Football Manager or something? Plays in a pub league. Euro's not even £70 million, Lord. He really is a great defender. Wait and see, Carl. I think they're giving more funds than usual. They believe him not doing a good job. Haaland and Isco are back in City rumours. Isco is not happening. This Isco disco's not happening, guys. How much would Mbappe cost? Probably about 300 million. Oh, jog on, Carl. David Luiz was incredible centre back at PSG. Right. Pep Guardiola, let's get into this, has had his say on Real Madrid, the big showdown with Real Madrid, and he has made a huge claim. He said, hits back critics who claim the Blues season will be a disaster if we don't win the Champions League. Pep Guardiola has had his say on the matter, and he thinks the build-up to the Champions League showdown with the Galacticos of Madrid will be the best challenge of his career so far. The Blues boss has expressed the belief that he could face the sack if they crash out in the last 16, with Liverpool already close to clinching the Premier League title. That seems to be Guardiola keeping himself on his toes rather than any fear of getting the push. And in an interview he's done with Football Daily, that a failure to win trophies should not be equated with failure itself. The fact that City have never won Europe's Premier League trophy simply adds to the difficulty of achieving it, says Guardiola. That's why it is so difficult to win it, and in 100 and more seasons of history for City, it was 100 seasons of failure. That is not true, he said. There are many incredible players that made our fans happy and times when our fans enjoyed part of the season. I know that people say you're good or you're not good. I accept it. I want to win the Champions League. I dream and will enjoy the games against Real Madrid to see what I can do. And this process, the 2 weeks before, will be the happiest moments of my profession to imagine what we can do to beat them. If we don't beat them, then the chairman will come or the sporting director and say, it's not good enough. We want the Champions League. I'm going to sack you. Then, okay, thank you. It was a pleasure. Asked if he truly believed he might get his P45 if he does not win the Champions League, Guardiola said, I don't know. Many times it has happened, or maybe he will say, okay, you've done well, but what can we improve on? Since I arrived, that is what I have got from the club. What can we do? Then do it better and do it better. That is the process. Liverpool have spent 4 or 5 years to win the first league title. It was a process. New players, the process. They invest more and more, and they are the best team in the world right now. And he just continues, obviously, always people believe that you are Pep or you are Jurgen or another name, so you have to win all the titles, get £2,000 million, 2,000 million goals. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes there are opponents. Sometimes you cannot do it because in no sport does one team win all the titles all the time. It is impossible. And he simply finishes it by, you said the season will be a disaster, but if you win the Champions League, it will be a sensational. Why? Great point. It's a disaster because we're 22 points behind Liverpool. If we win the Champions League, it'll be the greatest season ever. Funny old game, isn't it, football? Right, let's have a look. Oh, what's going on now? What's going on now? Haaland has done it over a few months, not a few years. By next year, he'll be under him. Good point, Becky. He'll just keep putting his price tag up. I also won't when Rob holding his back and Socrates has been under Arteta. Mbappe will be stupid money. It would section. Somebody put Carl on a timeout, please. Stay fresh. Becky has a buyout. I just said that. Isco is terrible. Is Carl okay? 75 million euros next season. Pay that and you have him. Who's Carl? 300 million. Where is the money? Exactly, Leonard. Get David Lewis and Mustafi best. You're taking the mick, aren't you, Lancow? Carl, Loki, and what's going on here? Isco would have been a good signing when Mancini managed us, not now. No need to be rude, Ryan. I think they're just having a bit of banter, I think, Becca. Lancow, now it's Lindelof and Phil Jones. Like, guys, can we be sensible here? Spot on section over with the engineer. Becky, Ryan literally wasn't rude. Wasn't trying to be apologising if it came across like that. Because you two just have your own little private banter conversations and it confuses everyone. Pellegrini wanted Isco when he was managing us. Maybe Carl, I remember that time. Isco is a fossil now. Oh, big jumps, big jumps. Get past Real Madrid in Champions League is really on, says Patrocius. Yep, possibly. Leonard London, Martin. Hate saying this, but I had a bad feeling about Pep leaving this season. Hope it won't happen. Nope, neither do I. I had a bad feeling. But I now think he's going to do it. I think he's going to sign a new contract. Lanco, Arasta Williams and Michael Keane. What are you going on about here, Carl? Lindelof can be a good defender. He's United's John Stones. He was Carl Blundell. He said, I've just said this. He's the agent of Haaland or something. Martin, who do you think is our best signing so far? What, this season or ever? What do you mean, Doopy? Let me know. Imagine having to play with Phil Jones. No, don't ever want to. Arit Lad says here, NUFC talks in evening. Hope you're good. I bloody wish I was Ireland's agent. Imagine the amount of money he's getting at the minute. Becky No Dortmund said his buyout is 70 million. Some people need to start showing respect on the channel. Guys, can we just calm it down a bit? Last couple of nights, we're getting into silly little arguments and I don't understand why. Let's calm it down. Let's be respectful to everyone's opinion. Why we say it's opinion? Can we just calm it down, a little bit, please? Why I lads says section. Said that if Pep wins Champions League, then fair enough. He can leave, though. Want him to stay. Haiming Yu Wang. Martin, would you not have Phil Jones at City? Don't be silly, Carl. No, I wouldn't. No problem, guys. I'm just one of those that don't take no nonsense. My dad gave me that. No problem, Becky. I wouldn't have Phil Jones. within 50 miles of Manchester, I would. As long as he's in the Man United team, I'm happy. Koulibaly's a boss. No. None of that money. Kyle says, NUFC taught hello. Don't let Newcastle have to go 2-0 up. And they scored 2 seconds. I'm a Liverpool Everton fan, by the way. He is. This season, Martin, who's our best signing? Well, we only had Angelino, Rodri, and... Oh, I've just got a brain fart. Rodri, Angelino, and... I've had a total brain fart. Oh, Cancelo. Probably go with Rodri. Koulibaly that has been friendly with each other. Thank you. Yeah, Ryan, lad, can we please be careful with each other? Be respectful. Cancelo, Liverpool fan, how dare you? Right, guys. City are not happy bunnies with what they view. Let me just bring it up. Got to find it now. There we go. City has said to be one of 3 clubs angry at Man United, Liverpool getting special access in the appointment of the league's chief exec. Now, obviously, this is something Andy's touched on, I think it was last night or the night before. And this is by Stuart Brennan in the MEM. He says, all clubs are equal, but some are more equal than others. This appears to be the mantra of the Premier League, as well as George Orwell's Pigs in the Animal Farm. If a report about Manchester United and Liverpool vetting candidates for their chief executive role are correct. This is in the Times. I reported that other clubs with Manchester City, Arsenal and Tottenham named were angry with those 2 influential clubs were given powers over and above the other 18 members in the process, which led to Richard Masters finally landing the top job as the chief exec of the Premier League, or the FA. The Premier League is refusing to comment as their recruitment process is confidential, but the Times claims that some of the frontrunners for the job were introduced to executives at United and Liverpool, but not at other clubs. On the face of it, the grumbles might seem a little pointless and petty. None of the candidates who did get an apparent once-over from United's Ed Woodward and Liverpool's Tom Werner ended up getting the job. Anyway, it eventually went to Richard Masters, who was not named as one of the candidates said to have been given extra screening. But it seems to be another example of the Premier League unnecessarily leaving itself wide open to criticism. United should have exactly 1/20th of the power in the Premier League, the same as Bournemouth or Watford, otherwise it becomes a warped competition. Fans of United, Liverpool and United have incredibly tried to calm that the fact their clubs generate more income than lesser competitors gives them the right to have a bigger say. Surprise, surprise. So where does that stop? Should they have more influence over every decision the Premier League takes? Such things feed the notion that things are not fair in football, over and above the normal disparities in wealth and power. And when the chief exec expresses his desire for a close competition, when City ran away with the title in 2018, is an irksome for well beyond the fringe of football supporters who see a conspiracy at every single turn. Now, obviously, clubs are open to accusations that they have extended their influence to football's governing bodies in recent years, and United's David Gill is an exact example of that. So, City are not very happy at that. Are United and Liverpool getting extra choices in this Premier League or not? I don't know. I mean, I do know as a channel we've seen evidence that there is corruption within football. Legally at the moment we cannot go public with it. Hopefully one day we can. Let's see. Get back into your comments. Liverpool and Adair, well, should we be nasty and horrible to each other? Spot on, Ming Wong. Let's spread the love. Let's love each other and be nice, please. Be respectful. If you're not, you'll just leave the channel. Very simple. But Rodri was the best signing. Cancelo, all we need is love, says Bernard. Exactly. I've not been unfriendly with anyone. Ryan, you're not unfriendly, mate. You're just a little bit forceful sometimes with your other opinions. You tell everyone else their opinion's wrong. Sometimes, not all the time, but you can be a bit forceful with your opinions sometimes, mate. That's all it is. It's opinions. Let's spread the love. Come on. It's not being nasty. It's banter. Some people don't do banter, though. Remember that. Becky, great to have you on the channel. Have a good evening, Blues. Need to pick the missus up. Catch you later. Scott, have a great evening, mate. Thank you for joining us. speak to you during the week. But I'm up to take a bit of banter, just not rudeness. Chill out, guys. I'm a blue, exactly. Callum's on the Mighty Blues. How you doing, mate? Hope you're good. Have you just finished your live stream? Bye, Scott, says Bernard. Rodri's been our only signing that will stay past the summer. See you, Scott, says Section. Ryan, you scored 4 past me with Stegen. Bye, Becca. Becky, ignore the kids. They've had a blue-coloured drinks for summer. It's a Section. I did, yes. I've been drinking blue drinks, yes. Big man Richard. What? I'm so confused. No one has said anything bad to Becky. Don't know why it was causing pointless drama when nothing happened. People, some have been pushing the bounds a little lately. I warned everyone last night. Let's be nice to our new subs. None of us know anything about everything Man City-wise. Cheers, Andy. Spot on. It's all opinion, guys. It's an old boys club and always has been. We're going silly now. Exactly, Ryan. Someone here said they were going to fight me over an opinion. Martin, what do you think you're... Exactly. Can we just... If anyone starts threatening anybody, they're gone. It's a simple fact. You know, stop it. We're getting new subscribers all the time. Let's be respectful to them, guys. I don't care if you've been here for 2 years, a year, whatever. Stop. I don't care. Andy said it last night. Kiam will say it. I've said it. Stop. Come on. Let's be nice. And that isn't to anyone in particular. It's to every one of you. Martin, what do you think of the age group subscriber are? Very mixed. It's a big range there, Doopy, from elderly gentlemen and women to youngsters. We're all in between, but we're all blues. That's what matters. 4.5 million of age, Doopy. FAO has been run from X-Rags and Dippers. Exactly, Leonard. If FIFA are corrupt, the World Cup is corrupt. I've seen it in my life. It is, Carl. I'm a little bit unrealistic, Carl. A little bit more realistic, Carl. Say the words right. Doopy, 4.5 million years old. Cal, just stop, not funny. Hi, Miran is on. Ryan, calm down with your opinions. Take a breather, lad. Doopy, I find it realise that's for everyone, not just tonight and not just about what's been said tonight. Not wrong with banter, it's about what it's about. Let's just be conscious about other people. Spot on. In it, calm down. Ryan is not angry, sounds quite happy. Good for you, Carl. I know I'm forced on my opinions, there are reasons behind them and think they're better. That's just the way I am and always have been in them the same way my mates. Fine, Ryan, that's fine, mate, but doesn't just their opinions. Let other people have their, doesn't make them wrong and you right. Come on now. Thanks, Deeper lad. Could have went for a swim, my nan's town was flooded. There's a lot of flooding going on. It's all about positivity, just stop, man. I am 13. Let's just enjoy the video, Blues. Just finished, mate. Yeah, good. Hope it was a good one, pal. The football stadium crowd just about managed to avoid getting flooded. Doesn't that always get flooded over at Blundell Park? Was it Blundell Park? Or was that, no, was that Grimsby? I'm getting confused. See you later, Scott. Yeah, right, guys. I'm going to bring you a little bit of transfer news now. A couple of more little bits, and then we're going to shoot. I am going to butcher this name for you. City had the latest English club linked with a move for Villarreal's dazzler, Samuel Chukwueze, or Chukwueze. He's the European champions, I believe, to have had a head start on the rivals, having tabled a bid of €35 million for the services of Chukwueze on January transfer window. This was according to reports in the French media on Monday. The Premier League clubs would have had to pay an astronomical fee to sign the right tricky winger, with his Villarreal inserting a release clause of €100 million into his new contract. Wow. Chukwueze is now worth 200 times the original fee Villarreal paid for him from Diamond Academy in the summer of 2017. He's a 20-year-old, touted as one of the brightest young talents in the whole of Europe, following his nominations for the Golden Boot and the Copa Trophy in 2019. He's a pacey and tricky winger. Chukwueze has been involved in 8 goals, 4 of them scored by himself, 4 assists from 26 appearances from Villarreal so far this season. So, does this sound like a chap that you'd love to have at City? I don't know. We've been linked with everyone. Let's get back in. Brunton Park, they are. I knew it began with a B. Thank you, Ryan. Hi, pal. Joe Denny's on. Hope you're good, pal. You in a better mood? He was a bit down earlier. Joe Denny, pal of mine at work. Martin, can you do my homework, lad? No, go away. Not doing any homework. Mem, when play Pez, not football. Mem, we play Pez, not football. Pez is awful, Cal. Brunton Park, what does pal or lad mean? Because I live in Canada, not England. It means mate, friend. That sort of thing. Hi Blues, says Jerry Gallup. You good? Will Dickinson's on friend, exactly. Section pal equals friend, mate, lad equals pretty much the same thing. I call everyone pal. Buddy, compadre, amigo. Me and Andy and Kiam played a good game. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We were calling everything name, friend, pal, mate, amigo. It was going on for a good 20 odd minutes. If you think this banter's bad, you want to see our messages we send to each other. Martin City are the new rag signing everyone, exactly. Don't they say pal in Canada? It's just like saying friend. Jerry, how are you, mate? Chuck Wheezy, there you go, thank you. Don't start with the lads. Cal puts lad at the end of every bloody thing he says, and Cal's, I know, Ryan. Not bad, Andy, thanks. Hi, Jerry. Mingy Wong's happy, he thinks everything's funny. Jerry Gow, hi, Leonard. Me, bad mood? Never. You're never in a bad mood, are you? Then again, if you had a haircut like you did earlier, hairstyle, talk about comb over. Good evening, peasants. Late to the show as I had a bath for Valentine's week. Ivor's on a promise. He's had his yearly bath. Hope you're good, mate. How's the health? Hope it's good in all seriousness, buddy. No, don't need another winger for the right. He'll be full choice and offloaded for a few years. Could be brought in to be sold on for a huge profit. You pronounced it so wrong because I'm Nigerian. He's like, well, I can only pronounce what I'm saying. I don't have friends, just followers. Chaps you have, Cal. Pez is the worst graphic ever. Chuck Wheezy, I think. Amigo, MC, what? Cal, you're one cocky guy. Hey, Ivor, how are you, buddy? How's the man shed? Chuck Weasel. There you are. Hi, Ivor. Doopy, that's an absolute inspiring statement. Hi, Ivor. Ivor's getting the love tonight. He's had his bath. He's put the Brute for Men or the Old Spice on. Right, let's get on to this. I really don't want to talk about this, but let's talk about Pep Guardiola and Juventus, shall we? I've left this till last because it's a bunch of crap. I'm sick of seeing it. It's in every paper today, every broadsheet, every headline going that Juventus want Pep Guardiola in the summer to line up as their new manager in place of Maurizio Sarri in a money no object bid to let Pep Guardiola name his own terms to become the Manchester City manager. Now, if Andy's still on, what was the name, Andy, of that Twitter account who said the contract was locked away in a safe? Began with an M, and I can't remember it. But apparently Pep Guardiola is reportedly ready to pull off the most audacious and managerial coups by persuading young Pep to leave City and take up the reins at Juventus. Well, they said the Allianz Stadium. It's Juventus. The big spending Italians are said to be readying a money no object package to bring Guardiola to Turin to offer the Spaniard a first foray in Serie A. Now, they've only just appointed Maurizio Sarri in the summer, but they harbour reservations. Now, there is rumours going round that what Juventus did was what we did 5 years back when we appointed Pellegrini as manager as a stopgap while Pep Guardiola became available. Now, there's rumours, and if you read the reports in Italy today and yesterday, that this is exactly what Maurizio Sarri is at Juventus. He's a stopgap until Pep Guardiola takes up the reins at the end of his contract. Now, the Juve president, Andrea Agnelli, is said to be convinced Guardiola is the missing link to restoring the dominance of his side. And as things stand, they sit second in Serie A on goal difference behind their old rivals, Antonio Conte's Inter Milan, who spent heavily in the summer. Sarri stands a risk of being the manager responsible for blowing a record 9th Serie A title in a row, and Guardiola's current deal sees him bank in the region of $15 million a year at City. So, there you go. They're saying City are 22 points behind. His contract's coming up. They're going to let him name his terms. I don't know if that's a load of absolute garbage. Garbage in my eyes. So, let's get into your final comments. Hope Joy Warden scrubbed your back either. If you're having one bath a year, you're doing something wrong. Too many. Come over, I remember exactly. We all love Ivor when he has a bath. Do you, Lanco? It's not Chuck Wheat. Well, I don't know what it is then, DP. Ivor, shed his good pal, missing a few while slates their weekend job. Carl's deleted something. I don't know what. Oh dear, Ryan. Anyway, must go. Thank you for ever welcoming. Banter is no problem. Have a good evening. I'll try and be back for the next one. Love the channel. Becky, have a lovely evening. Thank you for coming on. We love all the new subscribers. We're live nearly every night. Podcasts, quizzes, the old kid caboodle. Come and join us. Enjoy the ride. Bye, Becky. See you, Becky. Toodles. Swap deal to get the deal back the only logical way. Nice to see you here, Becky. Carl, I'm ignoring that because you're falling for the clickbait. Juventus want all our players, so did Bayern. Hi, folks. So much love in the room. Cheap spice on sale again. See you, Becky. Thanks for coming. Ignore the bell ends. She can't ignore you, though, Andy. Right. Ooh. Pep not going to Juve. Still think he has last season, though. I'm not the one being... Okay, guys. Cheers, Becky. I was only having a bit of banter. Cheers, Becky. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Okay. Oh, hang on. Big jumps. Let me get it back. Oh, Carl, you don't help yourself, do you? No, that's why I delete him straight away. Cheers, Doopy. Take care, Doopy. He's deleting them all now. You better believe it, Carl. She out with my daughter at the moment. I only wash my back once every other clean. Front only this month. It's a mouthful, isn't it? I wasn't leaving. I was just checking if people would say bye. Whoever was used at the weekend, sorry, not getting a tune out of those players. Doesn't mean Pep's going, Joe. Might get Ole. Ole's at the wheel. Ramsey might be going in the summer. That's such a thing me to do as well. Martin, how many kids do you have? I'm not going into that detail, mate. It's not, find everything about my life. Seems so either. Pep will not leave until 2021. DPI, you pack. What's that got to do with anything, FA? Woman's back. Nice to see you. How you? Good. Missed you, guy. Nice to see you two brothers are back. He's Nigerian. Come on, City 5-2 win over Real Madrid. No FA, I'm Nigerian Canadian. One last thing before I go. And I haven't got an image for it, but I'm going to tell you. Enric Laporte has tweeted out today exact quotes from his verified Twitter account. No one knows, but I'm back. I'm happy. All is well. I don't have any pain, so I'm ready. I'm back on the attack. So Laporte is back. He's fit. He's raring to go. That's good news, isn't it, guys? What's this got to do with anything, guys? Does it really matter what race, colour, whatever he is? Just stop it. Come on. Pep said he want to leave the club, sacked him. I hope so, Lancow. Guys, that's just over an hour. I'm going to love you and leave you up to Tuesday evening. Any more for any more, I'm going to shoot. It has been a great stream. You've all been lovely as normal. Great having a chat. Let's all stop being idiots, please. Let's enjoy the love. For the fans, by the fans. Please remember that. I don't know who it is tomorrow night, whether it's me or whether it's Andy. We'll let you know anyway. You'll know, guys. But it's been a pleasure to speak to you all again as per normal. Have a lovely Tuesday evening. We're at the middle of the week. We're about to hit the ump. Get on the other side of the hill. See you, Martin. Good stream. Thank you, section. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks, Martin. No problem, Andy. Thanks, Martin. No problem bringing you on. Martin, I will stop. Have a good one, Blues. Just enjoy it. Love everyone for everyone. Cheers, Martin. Night, guys. Love you all. Thank you, Bernard. Take care. Thanks, Martin. Good chat, Martin, as usual. Thanks. Cheers, all. Brilliant, Leonard. Guys, have a lovely evening. Do be sorry about that. I only said that as your username. It doesn't really matter. See you all. Martin, call me lovely. See, I'm not that bad. You're a bit of a pain in the rear end, though, Ryan. Let's be honest. Petition for Kiam to do a live vlog. Ain't going to happen. You can throw the biggest petition out in the world. Ain't happening. Ryan, yeah. See you, Blues. Thanks for coming on. Guys, You've been lovely. I'll see you all soon. Either go and spice up your life. Take care, peasants. Go and get that Old Spice on. Enjoy your Valentine's, Ivor. Night, Andy Martin. Please message me next scene. Yes, I will do. See you, Martin. Absolutely, Ivor. See you all later. Manchester is blue. It is Lancow. Have a great evening. Martin 8, Man City, Man TV. And as always, up the Blues. I'll see you soon. Take care.